and 𝗏𝗏, who is the CEO of Auribus. And 𝗏𝗏 is a voice swapping AI algorithm. Everything sounds great, all of that. So I have a list of questions I'm going to...
For us, it's necessity and opportunity. Necessity first, as a composer, I always struggled having access to readily available voices in my productions. That's why our voice product was born. And then opportunity, when we started working on this as a side project, we saw that there was a bigger opportunity towards IP, issues with IP in AI voice. So our company stands on an ethical basis, and we have a system of royalty payouts to the voices.
Plugins are so ubiquitous in the modern production landscape. I mean, even, natively with DAWs, there are often 100 plugins to come out, and it's an incredibly competitive area.
We spent a lot of time recently checking out all the new features that Fender Studio has, and some of it is so inspiring that might lead us to do something new that's like our interpretation. I think it's kind of like with music in general. When you hear something that's really cool from another artist, you're like taking that as inspiration, then using it in a different way in your own creation. So that's kind of my approach. I think for us, of course, the quality of the product is super important, which we're super proud about. But I think what drives us the most is the opportunity of setting the stage inside of AI moving forward. There's no real history behind a product like ours. So it's an opportunity to start building standards and best practices towards attribution and things like that.
Well, let's talk about the AI topic right now, of course, because it's tragically unavoidable. So how are you navigating the paradox of AI? And by paradox, I mean there are many forces out there trying to use AI to remove creativity and ultimately just make it instant one-click fun. Meanwhile, we exist by the nature of producing, creativity out of musicians. So how do you navigate that world, which is increasingly trying to take our jobs away from us while we're also trying to enable people?
I think, again,
Please, go ahead.
AI company. Well, I think we choose to see it as another tool that removes the friction of creating. We don't see it as something that's going to replace us or limit us, but instead it's going to expand us. We're going to find new ways of expressing ourselves that we are yet to still see. We're not even seeing the tip of the iceberg yet. So nothing's going to ever replace the journey of what it is actually sitting down, beating your head against the wall, trying to find that melody, the perfect harmony. Nothing's going to replace that. I think AI is here to help us elevate, if anything. And of course, it's completely understandable that people might be at first a little reactive and sort of against it. But I think it's here to make us better and move faster and towards directions we never saw.
I agree. I think AI is just a name that we've given a set of technologies that I don't even think in 10 years we're going to be calling those technologies AI anymore. It's just some amazing things, amazing new technologies, and the very rational fear everyone has of it is actually just a fear of capitalism and a fear of, very powerful outside organizations taking over their work and what they're trying to do. But if we take the technology and we're able to apply it to the process of creation, as you said, and apply it to sparking creativity, allowing people to make more things, then there's no reason we can't.
It just felt like the natural step into a company that's grown so much in hardware, venturing into software, keeping the ecosystem all in one place. It felt natural.
Ecosystem's the word. I mean, it's all about, creating a musician from the ground level, from, their first guitar up to their first Grammy, and we allow ourselves to we can help them every single step of the journey, which is, a pretty powerful opportunity and responsibility. So, the last thing I'm going to ask you guys, what's the most exciting plugin
made by somebody else.
I love that. I have one. So the 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏, the reverb that you guys released recently,
Temperance.
yes, that thing blew my mind. So different sounding and such a unique approach to something that I thought is already kind of done with. Like, oh yeah, we have like a million reverbs, but that came out and I was like, oh, so new and innovative and cool.
Thank you. It's in the bundle.
Light for Temperance Light is included
Yes.
in the bundle. So anyone who has Fender Studio Pro can download it.
It's a great question. I'm going to be boring and say 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗀. It is really a fantastic synthesizer. It defines multiple genres. I mean, it's if you're going to look up to a plugin,
Best selling software synthesizer ever? Yeah.
Also boring and predictable. For me, as a sound designer and music producer, composer, isotope RX, always super handy. Stem separation gray, tone reduction. Very simple amp. I have an even more boring answer. Something that you just use all the time, fat filter. Right?
Roku? Roku?
Roku. Yeah.
Of course.
All right.
For what's going to happen in the next few years of music production?
Okay, you mean regarding AI or just period?
AI or not AI?
I mean, in music for the. I'm
Or
scared
even
to
the
share
music-
what I think is gonna happen in the next
Or
few years.
even the music creation space. But yeah.
I'll tell you what's happening in the programming space. Where I know a lot of musicians are rightfully afraid of what's happening with generative AI tools. In software, it's happening way faster. And suddenly I can make a product in maybe a third of the time than I could have made it before. And that's not even the important part, because the goal isn't to make new products. The goal is I can try more ideas more quickly. And that allows me to get rid of more bad ideas more quickly. And suddenly I feel like I'm able to explore more good ideas more quickly by using these tools than I ever was able to before. So if that happens in music, maybe, I don't know, but.
Yeah, I really agree with what you're saying, and I also think that my take is everything is going to become more personal to us, which is kind of like, again, like looking back to the history, like you said earlier, a lot of times what technology brings to the table is being able to do something that's more customized to me as a person, as a listener, as an artist. So I think looking to the future, what's probably going to happen, in my opinion, is artists are going to, release music, but the audience will have much more control over the way they want to hear it. So maybe they want to hear like a rock artist that they really like in a metal version, because that's how they feel that day. So I think everything is just going to be way more custom, is my take.
Well, I guess like what phone did and social media, it allowed people to feel like journalists or photographers. I think AI music is gonna bring more people into the conversation of music. Last week I had a friend, she was sending me a song that she claimed she made. She made them on Suno. Now, at first it kind of bothered me a little bit, like, you know what it is to make a song? But then I'm like, no, I feel like she made them. And she's close to her prompt and to what came out of it. So I'm like, it would kind of started opening my head, like, okay, more people is gonna be joining the music conversation and feeling creative, and if it's making people vibe, why not? I'm an engineer, not a prophet.
What does it mean for you guys that Fender is essentially doing a pretty hard launch into audio recording and music production?
I like it. I think it's great.
Matt,
Thank you.
With the Fender Studio Pro Bundle, there are about 19 different plugins that are freely available to download if you are on Fender Studio Pro 8. And